There. I'll wager that's better. There we go. So the problem was that I was setting up to try to monitor a doohickey, which would allow me to plug this instrument directly into the system. And I was able to monitor it, but I was not able to, in fact, make it work consistently. Which is okay. I have a good microphone. I just have to put it closer to the instrument, and then everybody can hear everything. Oh well. You learn, you grow. Life is like that sometimes. All right, so after only 3 minutes of fiddling about, we are here. We are live. As live as we're going to get. And I have my new hat. Still very happy about this hat. This hat was made in Spain. It is a Spanish hat. And that's kind of fun and interesting in and of itself. And I have a chat. I have the hat. I have the chat, which is working, which is nice. And I think we're okay. So this is being Halloween. I do have I have about 4 songs that I think count as spooky. One of them is more gothy than spooky, but I think we'll work with that. And one of them is possibly more ridiculous than gothy and spooky, and that's okay too. Checking to see whether or not I'm actually being recognized as a viewer on my own dang feed. That's egos, what that is. Thank you. A hat, it is from Spain. It is from Spain. It is Spain. Once upon a time, a long time ago, my friend and I were going to get conquistador outfits, and we were going to wander around the University of Texas campus, UT Austin, claiming various things with the Spanish flag. I claim this fountain in the name of a Spain. It is a Spain's. I claim this pizza place in the name of a Spain. It is a Spain's. Of course, we only would have like the 2 flags, so we can only claim 2 things at a time. Right, spend no longer once of this. I gotta leave now. But anyway, that seems to work. As long as one of the things I had comments about is that they couldn't hear the ukulele, and so in the interest of that, I'm gonna move the microphone down a little closer. That's called brute force sound engineering. So the first song I'm going to do is one that I wrote a while ago. And as a matter of fact, it was inspired by another song entirely. And it sounds absolutely nothing like that other song, which is pretty much par for the course when it comes to things. Oh, I should mention, I did an event called Fall Into the Arts Festival in New Braunfels, Texas. I did 2 magic shows and 0 music shows. And I wandered around. I was very loud. And I was also very tired at the end of it, because I hadn't been professionally loud for a while. But it was fun, and we'll do it again. And it was unseasonably hot, and I seem to bring the unseasonably hot weather to New Braunfels whenever I perform outdoors there. The next show will be, like it says right here, Colossal Con, Texas. It is actually going to be a Friday night show, so it's Friday night at 10 o'clock in the Event 2 room, wherever that is. I have no idea if they're going to have anything, so I'm going to bring all my crap with me in a valiant attempt to have some production value. When I brought all my crap to Alamo City for the invasion, it went over very well, so I'm kind of hopeful that we'll get there. So, having said all of that, why don't we get to a dang song? I think we should get to a dang song. This song is, in fact, one that I wrote a while ago, really, and it's called Searching for My Arch Nemesis. And I'm going to look it up because sometimes I don't remember these things. I completed this at the very beginning of the year. So there's that. Of course, now the note on here says that, sing, dang it! I know, I get on with it. Why don't you sing the damn song? All right. This song does have the B chord in it, which I loathe, but if I try to transcribe it up or down, it doesn't sound quite the same. So that's what we're looking for. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. Don't want another soulmate, it's just too much fuss. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. Forever what begins with just the 2 of us, and through the ages we'll fight forever, no matter what. Wow, let's try that again. Wow, I just completely bombed that one. That was weird. Sometimes you start to sing a song and you fail. We're going to try it again. This time paying more attention to everything. I'm out of practice. I really should rehearse. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. Don't want another soulmate, it's just too much fuss. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. Forever war begins with just the 2 of us, and through the ages we'll fight forever, no matter what we will be together. If that ain't love, then I don't really know what is. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. A soulmate's too much trouble, I'll just take a miss. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. Our mutual loathing brings mutual bliss. They always say that love is a battlefield. Let's skip the love and get right to what is real. You thwart my plans and I'll thwart your plans back too. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. We'll be joined together in adversarial bliss. I'm searching for my arch nemesis. Our destinies are linked, always comes down to this. And whether I have the high ground or low ground, I always want that person to be around. My anchor in the seas of uncertainty. I know that you are out there somewhere, floating high above the clouds or in an underground lair. I know that you are out there somewhere. Our rivalry will flourish beyond all compare, and through the ages our fights will be told in song. Never ending, they'll just go on and on. Loathing is love if you hold it long enough. That song is always a bit of a challenge for two reasons. The first of which is that it is right at the bottom of my my range. So I could transcribe it down or up. But I'm afraid that if I do either of those, it's not going to have the same whatever it is. And so if I sing it low, I have to get right up on top of the microphone like this, because otherwise I will glottal fry myself and it will be even uglier than it currently is. So that's where that is. Moving along. Spooky songs. Yes, spooky songs for spooky kids. I wrote this one on Facebook, I think. Once upon a time, a long time ago. And back in 2018. Before I started doing this, like, with any kind of intent. And then I wrote this. And this is called Cthulhu Time, which is a riff on Closing Time. And thankfully it's in my key, so I can, like, lean back a little bit and relax. Maybe. Cthulhu time, time for you to call out all of the shambling horrors. Cthulhu time, time for all the fish people to crawl out upon every shore. Cthulhu time, time for all the madness to be unleashed upon all of the world. Cthulhu time, the many-sided ones come to eat every boy and every girl. Yeah, I know who I want to end the world. I know who I want to end the world. I know who I want to end the world, end the world. Cthulhu time, time for all the formless ones to break the minds of you and I. Cthulhu time, we may all go crazy, but I'm not certain that we will all die. So gather up the cultists, open up the grimoire. I hope he'll eat us very last. Cthulhu time, time to name the nameless one to get up and have his breakfast. Yeah, I know who I want to end the world. I know who I want to end the world. I know who I want to end the world, end the world. Yeah, I know who I want to end the world. I know who I want to end the world. I know who I want to end the world and the world. Cthulhu time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Now, as you know, or as you may not know, there's in fact a schism in the whole Cthulhu cultist thing. And it is a schism divided into two camps. One camp hopes that Cthulhu will eat them last. One camp hopes that Cthulhu will eat them first. Frankly, I hope that Cthulhu gets distracted and wanders off, but that's just me. And I would like to thank the other two people who've come on to view this thing. Yes, this is another Sunday random Troubadorkery projected here in the house known as Oroku, in the room known as Away, in an undisclosed location in San Antonio, Texas, where the weather can't make up its freaking mind. It's the end of October. It's cool in the morning, warm during the day, and at night, which means basically it's what the San Francisco Bay Area was the entire time I lived there. Now, San Francisco, on the other hand, is alternating between burning and drowning, so I think we have some kind of weird weather exchange program going on. The next song I'm going to inflict upon y'all in my spooky songs group is one that I did write, and this is a warning for my friend Kay, who saw this movie and was kind of like, ha, about it. And so, I did not warn Kay about this earlier, and so as such, now I am warning Kay about this. I also have to say that this does involve events based in the movie known as Wickerman, and this is kind of when I'm one of those kind of acid rock kind of things. Nice thing about this one is a B minor chord, which is just right here. Yeah, it's not as obnoxious as a B chord. It takes one less finger to play. Now, there are other ways to play the B minor chord, including just not playing the low string at all. But if I don't play the low string, then it doesn't sound right. Yeah. Well, there's also apparently this one. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Are we sure about that? He said, double checking himself, because that might just be. That's for D tuning. I am not tuned in D, alas. I could retune this, but I spent so much time learning how to play the damn thing. All right, the one tuning. So this is B minor. That's good, because I'll be using that. Yeah, and that's D, and that's pretty much almost all the notes that I use in the song. So good luck. And Kay, if you're listening, you may just want to fast wind through to the end, and I'll give you the high sign when we're done. Okay. Wickerman, warm my heart, Wickerman, Wickerman, warm my heart, Wickerman. Only see him from far away, but I know I'll get to meet him one fine day. Tall and stately, made of wood. I'm thinking lately he might do me good. Wickerman, Wickerman, warm my heart, Wickerman, 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 warm my heart, Wickerman. Got a ticket to Summer Isle. think I might just stay here for a while. Spend the springtime in the Hebrides. Pretty nice here except for the bees. Wickerman, Wickerman, warm my heart, Wickerman, 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 warm my heart, Wickerman. Hanging round here, boat accident, till harvest time. The locals like me and taught me their rhyme. They say I came here of my own free will, but I got laid last night, so I'll watch it from the hill. Rule Sawyer, Wickerman, loophole, Wickerman, on my heart, Wickerman. One more time, Wickerman, Wickerman, on my heart, Wickerman. Yet another in a fine series of Nicolas Cage movies. And the original is also extraordinarily good, featuring Donald Sutherland, Donald Pleasance, and a lot of other Donalds. A lot of British people, a lot of very polite British people. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're okay now. Come on back. You can unmute it now. Good. Awesome. We do care about our patrons here at the Troubadork Non-Commute Show. I got one more spooky song that I just wrote. And I will admit right now, it's kind of dumb. Now, why is it kind of dumb, you ask? I'll tell you why it's kind of dumb. Well, I searched for a very important piece of information, which I'm going to add to the show here. And that is that, well, see, someone posted this thing. It is, someone posted this thing on Twitter about a necromancer that was of a rodent form and was trying to explain things, and the punchline is, of course, that the critter is, in fact, a necrohamster. And I heard that, and I thought, I have got to write a song for this right stinking now. And as such, I did. And as such, I wrote this song about this picture, about this critter, and I just finished writing it, literally. And I kind of want to apologize and also kind of don't want to apologize. Now that I know who wrote it, which is Sir Meo, which is @MEOSIR on Twitter, then I will definitely be pointing this out to them, and we'll see how they feel about it and how violent they are about it. Worse things have been known to happen. Add image, add source, other source. And one of the things I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to do this is what happens live, folks. That's right. The other thing about this song is that it could very easily become a Thud Bucket song with, with a little bit of help here and there. It would not be hard. Let me see if I can find it on here. Now that I just saved the damn thing, I should be able to recover it, but I can't. Why not? Because Google Drive is weird. All right, well, it's just got to go through it alphabetically here. It'll be under the N's. So if I have to select this image, now that I've saved it, And then I have to, there it is, necrohamster.jpg, open. I got to place it on here, and right now it's enormous, so I have to make it smaller. And I have to move it over here. And then I can go, aha! Take me out of studio mode. Make the thing happen. Ha! There it is. Behold its wrath. Behold its adorable wrath. Such a dumb song. And this is a dumb song as opposed to stupid song. I write a lot of dumb songs. I don't write a lot of like legitimately stupid songs, but this could very easily become a Thud Bucket song. I have to use a pick on this one. I'm not gonna use a pick. Riding through the valley, not afraid of death. His prey are running reckless, cannot stop to catch a breath. A shadow falls upon them, his prey begins to fall. His majesty is awesome, he's just 3 inches tall. Necro hamster, necro hamster, necro hamster. A pact is made with darkness, forces far beyond his ken. He serves them without fearing, he cares not for his end. His powers, they are growing to envelop the globe. His followers bow to him in his tiny velvet robe. Necro hamster, necro hamster, necro hamster. The dreaded force of darkness labor at his beck and call. You'll have to look real closely, for his wrath is very small. His forces, they are growing. He casts aside the weak. His minions cower in terror, all in fear of his dead squeak. Necro hamster, necro hamster, necro hamster. Oh, necro hamster, necro hamster, necro hamster. Oh. Now let's be honest. That was dumb. That is adorable, but that was dumb. And as such, but I had to. I really had to. So I will attempt to gronk something out of this and send it to the person that drew this, and then they will probably send me a cease and desist order. It is only about 2:30 Central Time, and we will probably start seeing the first trick-or-treaters around 5-ish or so. The other thing that's happening today is that we are making chili for the first time in a while. And chili in the Adequate household is a big deal. Bye-bye, Necro Hamster. There we go. Put him back in his cage. Because it involves at least 6 kinds of meat and 6 to 7 kinds of meat and somewhere between 6 and all the chilies. All the different kinds of chili. And it is simmered for a long time. And it will clear the sinuses of people you are related to. Relatives you haven't seen for a long time. this is 4 songs and about a half hour, but this is the Troubadourk extended dance mix, non-commute sudden show. You may notice that some things have changed here. There used to be a bookcase right next to the couch, and now it is not. It has been moved. It is, in fact, against that wall over there, which you can almost see behind the chat boxes. There will be another bookcase going in there, but we have to clear it out and clean it up, because that bookcase has been in the possession of one of our beloved friends, who is now currently on their way, I believe, to New York, to Brooklyn. So, all good karma to this person who is traveling that route at this time in these circumstances. Oh, what else do you want to do here? We can do other stuff. Now that we've gotten the spooky songs out of the way, we can just relax, kick back. I was a little concerned about it all, really, but... Oh, by the way, I should say that, of course, we are still brought to you by Ray's House of Monoliths. We deliver, just don't ask how. Get yourself a monolith. Put it out for everyone to see. Yeah, get yourself a monolith. The absurdity will set you free. It doesn't really matter whose party that you're with. So let's all make it weird. Get yourself a monolith. Ray's House of Monoliths, we deliver suddenly without any warning. And there's that. So, gotta get that one. I haven't done Monolith for a few weeks, and I felt that was worth doing. Some of the songs I'm working on a number of songs. Some of which are relatable, and some of which are not. You know, this is not this is one I haven't done for a while, and it's still very, 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 very worryingly relevant. Because we are still in the throes of a pandemic. If you are eligible to get inoculated, to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and all of its many variants, please, and you do not have an actual medical condition as diagnosed by an actual medical doctor that says it's a bad idea to get the shot, please get vaccinated. We are at the 50% mark here in the United States overall, which means that those who can't get the shot are still at the mercy of those who won't get the shot. I don't think anyone who's watching this is of the category who won't get the shot. Honestly, if you're watching this, you're probably, sane and practical in many areas. And as such, the song will probably find its way into relevancy in your heart. Chorus by Stephen Brust. I want to take you in my arms and never let you leave. But in the interim, I am still coughing in my sleeve. My desire to have you by my side is much more than endemic. And I'd do so much more if 'twere not for this here damn pandemic. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Please get your shots, till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. My longing for your comfort's growing stronger every day. But what else can it do with us 6 feet or more away? The hunger for your touch, my love, is just short of outrageous. But we can't snog, 'cause one or both of us might be contagious. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. You ask me, can we meet again? I know it spells my doom. I'll do my best, but I can't pet your backside on the Zoom. Technology is really grand, but it's all doomed to fail. For the things I want to give to you, I simply can't email. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. I listen to your voicemail and I long for your embrace. It's not the same with 6 layers of cloth from face to face. When this is over, you and I can frolic with impunity. I don't think I can wait till we develop herd immunity. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. You send me pics and movies all intending to entice. Well, that's fine, but I still have to heed the CDC's advice. I want to stampede to your side, but what else can I do? 'Cause you and I both know it's something much more than the flu. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. Last verse. Promise. But now the time I fear has come for us to say adieu. I hope that you will love me still when this damn plague is through. I wait for that one special day our love is celebrated. But for your safety and for mine, we'd best keep separated. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. Get your shots, gang. It ain't that long. It doesn't take that long. It ain't that hard. It's not that difficult. Because we're all getting really, really, really tired and fed up of the folks who aren't. Now join us all for one big group epithet later on. I think it is now time to raise the enthusiasm level of the show just a little bit here. I think we've had a lot of spooky songs. We've had some other, it's a lot of spooky songs and some scary songs and some weird kind of doofy songs. But I think it's now time for us to do something else. And what is it going to do? You know what we're going to do? That's right, folks. We are going to throw squid at each other. That's right, because you know what? I really enjoy this song. And I got, when I was doing this song at Alamo City for Invasion, I convinced them to cheer Yay Squidditch with me at the end of each chorus. Because I realized that when I wrote the song, in a desperate attempt to knock it suit into oblivion by the powers that be in Warner Brothers, that I only mentioned the name of the song, the name of the game once, which is Squidditch. It is the ancient seafaring wizarding game on which we fly on flying mops and basically get drunk, liquored up, and throw squid at each other. And that, my friends, is where the song, I think. There are valiant wizards a world around who seek and block and fly, but those wizards fly above the ground, they drop too fast, they die. Us sailing wizards have a game that's grand from start to finish. I speak, of course, of the legendary seafaring game of Squidditch. Please don't sue us. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your stern amid, and you also have the chance to belt your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squidditch! Load up on rum and bring your chum, shine up your flying mop. For the game is played from dusk till dawn or till all the players drop. No points are scored, no numbered board will tell you if we've won, but if all of us are in the drink, I guess the game is done. 'Cause there's no such thing as water Squidditch, it's just, oi, everybody's fell off their mops, mate. Oh, Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your stern amid, and you also have the chance to belch your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squiddage! A game of skill and daring, it calls for all your wit and luck. If you see a cephalopod fly by, well, I'd suggest you duck. For you have to stay upon your mop, and that takes all your wits. For a squid will try to cuddle just whatever it is it hits. And that's why we call them cuttlefish. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your stern amid, and you also have the chance to belch your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squiddage! We swoop and dive and spin and strive and carrying into space, 'cause you never know where you'll end up with the squid stuck to your face. The peril here is very real, and that, my friend, is that for a sailor's game time's ending with a damp, resounding splat. Actually, it's more of a sound like sh, but I can't rhyme that. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your stern amid, and you also have the chance to belch your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squiddage! It's been a blast, done far too fast, we all are in the drink, and you cannot tell whose team is which because of all the ink. 'Cause it's a squid. I guess this means the game is through, the squid has swum away. Let's clean up ourselves and go dry off and brag about the day. Because no matter how many times you tell it, the story of the time when you hit Brian right in the face of the squid never gets old. Oh, mount your mops and soar above the briny waves so blue. We flit and fly and drink and try to score a point or two. No puny ball would have the gall to blood your stern amid. You also have the chance to belch your best friend with a squid. You also have the chance to belch your best friend with a squid. The point of the game is you can belch your best friend with a squid. Yay, Squiddage! I always feel better after I sing that song. Hopefully you feel better after hearing that song. We'll see. It's one of those things. What else do I want to talk about today? I do want to talk about a couple of things real quick. I am in the process of trying to put together a set of songs to attempt to record a studio album. The mechanism by which the studio album will be recorded is kind of up in the air right now. We are in disorganized conversation with at least one person who has a studio who would be willing to have me come over there for a day, and then I would record things, and then they would try to mix things, and we would then turn that into the official bootleg, the first proposed album from Troubadourk. I also am still kind of limping along about trying to get things set up in my own home studio, hampered partially by the fact that I don't know what I'm doing, and hampered partially by the fact that I'm not sure I want to know what I'm doing, because that's an awful lot of freaking work. I just want to play the dang songs, and I want to record them, and I want to have them out there so that when I do these shows out there in front of people, they can say, "Hey, I'd like to get your album." I go, "Yes, you can go here and get it," or "Here, you can buy it on this flash drive," or this CD, because that's nice. That's the way that should work. So what else do we want to do here? I want to do... Got time for, I think, 2 more songs, maybe 3. We'll see how we're at. We'll see where we're at here. There's a few songs I have not done for a while, and I want to try and find them. Excuse me. It's been a long weekend. A lot of stuff happened. But it's turned out to be a pretty decent weekend, even though I did kind of get my back munged up somehow. I'm not sure how. All right, you know what we're going to do? I think that this whole thing, especially in light of the pandemic and various and sundry things, if you are any at all political, may actually be a good enough reason as any for us to also talk about our show's Perpetual. Perpetual, I tell you. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. I could have sworn I put it here. It's not there. Well, clearly I need to put it in there Yes, I do. Our perpetual sponsor. Let me quickly make the Squidditch go away, because we're now done with Squidditch for the last time. Boink, there we go. Boink, there we go. Our nigh perpetual sponsor. And that is Master Oskar Hasselhoff, German Master of Defense. You see, Master Oskar Hasselhoff is the creator and inventor of the Hasselhoff Maneuver. And the Hasselhoff Maneuver is one which, if done properly, there is no effective defense. Yeah, you can do it to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Now, having said this, the thing you have to keep in mind here is the maneuver itself, which is... I'm scrolling like mad trying to find the bloody thing. There it is. There it is. The maneuver itself, which does seem to be a bit bewildering to some. However, it is very effective, and so much so that he has in fact written an informative booklet about this very maneuver, which is called Grab them by the crotch and throw them out the window. Now, I like Grab them by the crotch and throw them out the window so much I wrote a song to advertise this Grab them by the crotch and throw them out the window, which I entitled Hasselhoff Ballad, because grab them by the crotch and throw them out the window is way too long for a song title. And so, happy children, yeah, we will now sing a happy little tune. Move this down a little bit so you could hear it. Happy little tune. A song about gambling, drunkenness. Move this back up a little bit. Und defenestration, yeah. A song which causes me to sing in this insufferable Bavarian accent. I was gambling in Helsinki, down upon mein luck. Or a lot to these big Flemish guys, I felt that I was stuck. I thought I was gonna sure surrounded by mine foes. Then I remembered Hasselhoff, and he solved all mine foes. For he invented the Hasselhoff Maneuver, depicted right here in this booklet, and it goes like this. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I made my way out of there, and I fled down to the bar. I happily sipped lager, maybe 2 or 15 jars. Some massive Swedish mercenary spoke ill of my ma. I did not think I could escape this peril quite unscarred. And then I remembered I had the informative and informational booklet right here. I asked the enormous Swedish man to wait a moment, and I looked it up very carefully. It's all right, we're good now. Then I grabbed him by the crotch, and I threw him out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. I had gathered quite a crowd by the great feat I did perform. I ordered me another round, for I had grown quite warm. When time to pay the bill came, pleas for credit were all scorned. And so I tried to stand mine ground, mine fate was quite forewarned. For it came to pass that in this very, very same Helsinki tavern, temporarily between violent conflicts, Oskar Hasselhoff, German Master of Defense, was working part-time as a bouncer. I was thrilled. Good Abend, Master Hasselhoff, Sie geht's. Would you please sign mine pamphlet? We had to find a crayon. And then he very carefully signed his name, spelled it right, and everything. Then he grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Well, that was darn effective, I thought as I was passing through. He grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Yes, it seems defenestration works on me as well as you. Everyone, happy children, sing the song with me, yeah? just grabs them by the crotch once and throws them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grabs them by the crotch once and throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Grabs them by the crotch and throws them out the window. Available wherever violent books are sold. I always feel better after singing that song. Thank you, Master Hasselhoff. I will see you again. Master Hasselhoff is in fact currently appearing at the Texas Renaissance Festival in Magnolia, Texas, just a little ways outside of Houston, Texas, where he is the master of ceremonies for the live steel tournament of incredibly violent fighting. I don't know if they call it incredibly violent fight, but it's pretty damn violent, I'll tell you that right now. And that will be going on all the way up until, I think, the weekend of Thanksgiving or so. So do check him out if you happen to be in that area. Bye-bye. There you go away. Boink. There we go. And now, my friends, the time has come, the walrus said, to speak of many things. And the fact that this is one of... the next few weeks are going to be a little weird. We have early Thanksgiving in my wife's household, and that's this coming weekend. And then the weekend after that is my wife's birthday weekend, which would normally be Steampunk November, which is sadly not happening this year due to the plague. The weekend after that is Colossal Con, which means that I may or may not do a streaming show that weekend because I am doing the Friday night 10 p.m. show. If I'm really lucky, I'll be able to record that and put that somewhere where you folks can watch it. I'm still hitting up the 2 other conventions that I've done here in the San Antonio area in a valiant attempt to get more content for the folks who watch and for my Patreon patrons who continue to support me despite everything I've done so far. As such, I think there's time for one more song. And I'm never certain which song I should do. I think I'm going to do the one that kind of describes my entire situation, really. And it's one because for the longest time, people have been teasing me about being a certain Celtic tradition, which is weird because I'm not Celtic nor am I traditional. And it's a 4-letter word. It starts with a B and ends with a D. It has an A and an R in the 2, and it's not Brad, so that gets you that. But I've always felt that I'm not really qualified to do that, to be that. I know some bards. I do. I know some bards. They're very talented people. I'm just a schmuck with a ukulele and a few funny songs. I've been told that because I wrote some tunes, I might just be a bard. But writing songs is really fun, it's really not that hard. I call myself the Troubadork, that B word has me jarred. Because while I am not a bard, I've frequently been barred. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars I have been barred. Hootenannies will not have me, nor will any open mic. I can do whatever song I please, but nowhere that I'd like. People want me to pay for my sins, but music should be free. And while I can play wherever I please, no place is pleased with me. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they've even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars I have been barred. I may be a humble poetaster, a poet not so good, but I like to write my little songs like any sane man would. But the people, when they hear my stuff, react with low regard, just because they say my music left them emotionally scarred. You think it's weird out there? Think about how it sounds in here, huh? I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars I have been barred. So my friends, you know all know my tale, take pity on my plight. Some of us just want to sing our stuff and hope it comes out right. If you see your humble troubadour, see the sign, please do not run away, as I shamble through this world searching for some place I can play. Like a convention, or a Renaissance festival, or a county fair, honestly, I work cheap. I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, been all but feathered and tar, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars, oh yeah! I've been barred from ships and taverns, I've been barred from pubs and clubs, I've been barred from village fairs, they even took my ticket stubs. I've been barred from local jam sessions, and I've been feathered and tarred, and to make the matters worse, from all the bars, I have been barred. And so we come, battered, bruised, shuffling around, staggering, smelling slightly of chili. Oh, it does smell good. To the end of yet another fairly successful Troubadourk pandemic coping mechanism bi-weekly live stream show thing. I want to thank y'all for watching this. Those of you who are watching it live, and those of you who will be watching it later on, because I know I'm big in syndication. Without you watching these things and without you encouraging me to continue to do these things, what I do here would in fact be even harder to justify. As such, I should also add that one of the many things that we try to do here, and sometimes succeed and sometimes fail, are that we try to thank everybody that I can possibly thank. And there's a lot of people. It's a long dang list. I do first and foremost want to thank all of the folks who have been watching this bloody show for as long as they have. And I'm currently looking very carefully through the list of things that I have to try and find the list of my Troubadork Patreon patrons, because I have Patreon. I have a Patreon. Let me show you the thing. Check this out. I have a very useful, convenient version of the plank right here below my nose. Troubadourk tip plank. We have PayPal over here. We have Venmo over here. We have one in the middle, which now aims at the new and improved Troubadourk website, Troubadork.com and theadequate.com, which is currently running off of WordPress because I got tired of trying to be clever. And as such, I decided, what the heck with it, we'll just do the dang thing and just do the dang thing, right? I want to thank so many people. There are so many people I want to thank here. I can't find the list, which I'm sure I will find almost immediately after going to the trouble of trying to find it and failing miserably. Let me see if I can find something here. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. It looks like right now the answer is I can't. But I can do this because I have technology. Maybe. I want to thank all my Patreon patrons who are, at this time, he said, logging into Patreon so he can actually see which bloody people he wants to be thanking. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, switching accounts. Yes, please do. It's being weird. Continue. Yes, thank you. See, I was signed as Tobias the Adequate so I could actually view the view my things here, my peeps, as it were. Yes, sales tax updates. I don't care. Give me my patron list. My patron list, by golly. I want to thank Jen and Joe and Austin and Teppo and Linda and Ann and Stephen and BK and Relly and Lorene and Brian and Alexi and Rob for being my Patreon patrons. I want to thank all my Patreon patron people, past, present, and future, because without you, what I do here would be even harder to justify. Honestly, you can go to patreon.com/theadequate, which I should put out somewhere, and support adequacy in our lifetime. You can also go to soundcloud.com/Matthew-Laguerre. All of these things are, by the way, are linked at my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Tobias the Adequate. Or you can go to theadequate.com, which has links to all the stuff, and you can figure it out from there. I want to thank the folks who've dropped money in my Venmo and in my PayPal, and those are Eric and Rich and a few other people who I can't remember right now. But thank you very much for doing that. Every bit of money that comes in goes towards trying to make this show somehow better. technologically. Qualitatively, it's me. You're stuck with me. That's all you get. I will do this again in a couple more weeks. I will be doing Colossal Con Friday night, the 10 o'clock show, Colossal Con, Texas, at the Kalahari Resort and Spa up in Round Rock. It is an anime con. It's the first time they've been out there. If it goes well, they'll do it again, and with any luck, they might actually recognize me as someone worth bringing on board as a guest. I have also sent pitches out to a lot of other conventions and fairs and festivals and stuff, and we'll see what happens in the coming year. But this is, Colossal Con is currently the last Troubadork live outing for 2021. And then we'll see what happens with 2022. And we will do more of this stuff. So be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be kind, be safe, be silly, be adequate. Be nice. Being kind is the most punk thing you can do at this point, and wholesome is way harder to do than edgy. Edgy is way easier because edgy you don't have to think about anything. Wholesomeness actually requires effort. And I say be wholesome. It confuses and scares the edgy people. Y'all have been wonderful. I continue to be Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you for encouraging my behavior.